Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sacramento Kings franchise. Last episode, not great. I feel like we struggled defensively, which isn't surprising. You know, I think my expectations for this team might be a little bit too high. But I don't care. I'm going to have high expectations, and I'm going to be disappointed. I want us to be a good playmaking team, and I want us to be a good defensive team. Is that too much to ask? Is it? That's all I want to know. I mean, we passed the ball pretty well this game. I can't even lie. Our defense was not great, and we gave up, I guess not too many offensive rebounds, but I feel like it was 4 too many. And I also feel like we just weren't defending them from 3 really well. I guess some of them didn't shoot the 3 well, but listen, we could have done better, and I'm disappointed, but that's okay because today is a new day, and we're gonna lock in and win some of these games. Now, what do we have on today's agenda? Today we will be playing, drum roll please, the Seattle Supersonics. They're their new franchise team. We get to check out their new uniforms and you know their new team. They're 0-9. Listen, if we lose this game, somebody might get traded. That's how bad it would be if we lost. Somebody might get traded just off this one loss. Now, I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I'm saying if we lose, somebody might get traded. So we need to lock in. But before that, we're obviously going to simulate a lot of games. I'll go through some event generators right after this. Once I'm done talking, I'll do the event generators. I'll come back to you, tell you what they were, and then we'll go over them, and then we'll simulate some games, and then we'll play the Sonics. That's what's going to be on the agenda for today. Hope everybody's ready for it. But yeah, I talked about this in the episode yesterday. But like I've said, what are the 2 things that I want this team to succeed in? Playmaking and defense. Now, looking at our defensive rating, I think we're middle of the pack in this. Okay, we're not. We're bottom 10. But listen, that's a lot better than I think we have been in previous years. Let's try and end middle of the pack, because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If we end middle of the pack with Domantas Sabonis as our center, we won. Okay, so just that should be our goal, is to end with our defensive rating middle of the pack. Second is playmaking. Now this one is not good. We are the second worst passing team in the league. Not much to say about that. Hopefully we can improve that as the season goes on. My goal for this maybe would be not to be bottom 10. So that's how those are going. So without further ado, I'm going to do the event generator, and I'll be back to talk about that. All right, everyone, I'm back. The event generator has been generated, and we did 3 events like we normally do. And I'm not going to lie, it's kind of boring this time, so don't get your hopes up. So one of them was, it rolled the team, it rolled the Jazz. I feel like the Jazz get rolled a lot, just saying. But it rolled the Jazz, and it basically said their best player has conditioning issues, minus 10 stamina. So, Ace Bailey, minus 10 stamina. Very simple. The next one was to give a team a 3-game win streak. And what better team than the team that beat us, the Raptors. They are gonna play the Spurs, and they're gonna win this game. I force-winned it for them, so that they'll be on a 3-game win streak. And then the last one, which is kind of interesting, not for right now, but for later, is pick a player who is expiring on. Pick a player. Okay, sorry. Let me read it. It says pick a player from the team that's selected that's 80+ overall, and whose contract is expiring, and they're going to test free agency. So John Morant is going to test free agency. Because he's on the last year of his deal, coincidentally. So he's going to go into that free agency market. He's not going to re-sign with the Grizzlies immediately. He could in the free agency market. The Grizzlies could just pick him back up. Not saying he's going to leave, but he's for sure going to go into the free agency pool. He will not be re-signed beforehand. So that's definitely that's something. It's not really interesting for right now, but it's interesting for later. But regardless, we have more pressing matters currently, which is winning some basketball games. So I'm gonna sum up to this Seattle Sonics game. I'll go through the simcasted games, and then yeah, we'll be at this game. So I'll go through those now. All right, we're up against the Suns in this one. Hopefully we can just make quick work of them. Actually, I should have checked their record before we started the game, but hey, it's starting off so far so good. They made it really close there at the end. Sabonis 19, 12, and 7. Kingston Flemings, not a bad stat line there. Shot it pretty well. Cam Thomas 17 points. Good all-around scoring from our team. We had 19 assists. We're still, hell yeah, we don't pass the ball. Yay. Let's keep moving. All right, the Pistons are next, and the Pistons are they're like dominating the league right now. They're 10-0. I mean, I guess that's not really like dominating, but they have not lost a game yet. Even though Jalen Duren is down with an injury. So why don't we be the first team they lose to? Why don't we just be their first loss? How about that? How about we just beat them? Oh, wow, we actually made that really close, way closer than I thought it would be. I'm proud of our team for that. Domantas Sabonis triple-double, good stuff from him. Kingston Flemings 22 points. Keegan Murray 16. Peyton Watson 11 points. He's obviously back from his injury. Cam Thomas only 10. Jayshawn Oakley 8. And yeah, we had 24 assists, which that's a little. Hey, we're getting there. We're starting to get a little bit. All right, Bucks are next. This should be a win, hopefully. Let's see how this goes. The Bucks, they're not a great team, that's for sure. After trading Giannis, they got a lot of young assets, but not a lot of good ones right now. And we are going to win. Nice. This is what we like to see. Domantas Sabonis, triple-double. Cam Thomas, 23 points, 5 assists. Good stuff. Kingston Flemings, 21 and 4 assists. Keegan Murray, 20 points as well. Like, our guys played really great in this game, it looks like. And we had 28 assists. Okay, we're getting up there in the playmaking. That's what I like to see. We're getting up there in the win column too. So let's keep it pushing. Going up against Miami next. It's gonna be a tough one, but let's win it. How about that? All right, they have Giannis, but we have Domantas Sabonis. How is that for something to say? They have Giannis, but we have Domantas. This game is close as hell. Wow, we beat them. I was joking. Oh no, that's not good. Cam Thomas 26 points. Kingston Flemings 24. Keegan Murray 20. Those three had 20 in the last game too. Great stuff, by the way. Fantastic win. I'm very proud of our guys. Neat Clifford 12. Jayshawn Oakley 10. Yeah, that I saw this in the top left in that like social media spot. It's Domantas Sabonis injured. He had 9.7 rebounds and 7 assists. Not a great game, but we won, so I don't care. Taylor Hendricks, everywhere on the defensive end. We had 25 assists, not bad. 12 steals, wow. How were they? Giannis dropped 25, 13 and 4. Bam had 22, and then I don't know. Giannis didn't shoot it super well, but Sabonis is injured, so we are going to be taking him out of the lineup. We'll start right now, and then we're going to get to give Cardwell some minutes off the bench. It's always nice to get him involved a bit. So yeah, it's going to be our lineup. Let's just put Sabonis down here. Those lineups we changed. How long is he out for? How long? It says bruised ribs. Day to day. So I'll probably keep him out, but he'll probably be back for this Seattle game. I'll keep him out the next 2 games though, just to be sure of his health. But yeah, it's also a contract year for him, so we have a lot to think about. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, let's get to these 2 Warriors games now. All right, it's the Warriors now. How's their record? 8 and 6. How's Eddie Marks doing? He is averaging 20. Wow. Shooting it very well as well. He is a stud for sure. They had some nice additions around Steph, and the team is looking a lot better than it was last year, but hopefully not good enough to beat the Kings. Am I right? I might be right. We're playing pretty good so far. Ooh, they come back in that fourth quarter. They almost dropped 50 points in that fourth quarter to beat us. Kingston Fleming's great game. Honestly, like, fantastic in every way possible. Keegan Murray could have shot it better. Nick Clifford, pretty good, but Jesus, they went nuts. Eddie Marks just went nuclear, 25 points. But that fourth quarter was ridiculous. Okay. Let's see what happens on our home floor. How about that? All right, it's gonna be the Warriors again, but it's on our home floor. Like I said, this one we're not losing. We're at home. We're not losing. We're not dropping 50 points against us in a quarter. It's not happening. I'll speak it into existence if I have to. Right now, wow, what a great game from him. Taking that starting spot from Sabonis while he's out, and he has a career high of 26 and 11. Good stuff. Nick Clifford, 18 off the bench. Really good game from him. Kingston Flemings, 18 and 6. Keegan Murray, 17 and 2. Cam Thomas, 12 and 5. He's playmaking a lot better this year than he has in past years for us. And yeah, we had 24 assists this game. You know, it's better than the 20 that we were averaging. All right, we're gonna simulate up to holy. They're 0 and 15. Oh my God, that's pretty bad. We're gonna simulate up to this game, and we're gonna go over the standings. So yeah, let's get there. All right, so a quick look around the league. Nuggets, 12 and 4, still dominating the league. Lakers, not far behind them at 10 and 4. Both of those teams, especially the Lakers, making some huge acquisitions last offseason and at the deadline last year. And it's working out for both of them pretty well. Timberwolves doing super good. Rockets are up there too. OKC, they had a slow start, but they've been pretty good since. 7 and 3 in their last 10. They moved some players around. They benched Cason Wallace, and they put in their rookie, who has been pretty good, especially on the defensive end. He's averaging a block and shooting it decently. The Blazers are the 6th seed, so they're playing pretty decently. Mavericks are the 7th seed. Warriors are the 8th seed. The Spurs are not doing as great as you'd hope if you're a Spurs fan. The Suns are 8 and 7. The Vipers are 7 and 8, so looks like they did pretty good in their draft. Anthony Simons leading the way. They're averaging 28, shooting incredible efficiency. Wow, he's in the number one option there, I guess. So he's got the green light, and he's just shooting everything. And then we're also at the 12th seed at 7 and 9. I think our record isn't that bad. We're only 2 games negative. So I kind of want to be in play-in territory this year, and I think we're pretty close to that. So yeah, then the Clippers are behind us, the Jazz, the Pelicans, and the Supersonics. They won a game. And in the East, Detroit has only lost 1 game. The Sixers are 12 and 3. One of those was us. Just saying. The Hawks are 12 and 3. Magic are 11 and 3. Wow, they are firing on all cylinders with Darius Garland. Celtics are the 5th seed. Then it's the Nets, Raptors, Knicks, Grizzlies. They got moved to this conference. They're the 9th seed. Cavs, who have not been great. The Heat, who are massively disappointing with Giannis. Pacers, who probably should be better. And then all of these other teams are just terrible. The Bucks, Wizards, and the Bulls. And the Hornets only have 1 win. But the Bulls, wow. You trade for Anthony Davis, and I don't even know if they've made the playoffs with him. That has to be one of the worst trades I can think of. So I feel like they're gonna do something at the deadline, and I have no idea what that is. But this team has got to change, I would say. We can go over our player sets so far. I think that'd be a little interesting to go over. Cam Thomas, 19 points. So his points are going a little bit down this year. Kingston Fleming, 16, which is a 5-point jump from last year. Also has about 1 assist jump, and his efficiency has been much better, which is fantastic to see. Keegan Murray, pretty much averaging same numbers, more rebounds, and a little bit less efficient from the field. And Sabonis, his numbers are down, efficiency is down. His assists are about the same, if not up, and his rebounds are a little bit higher, but his points are down by 3. Nate Clifford, his points are down. Jay-Sean Oakley, obviously, is a rookie. He's averaging 10 points, almost 4 rebounds, and almost 2 assists. Not shooting the best percentages, but that's okay. He's a rookie. Right now is averaging pretty much the same stats, exactly. Pretty much the exact same stats. Peyton Watson, a little bit more points, a little bit more rebounds, and about the same of the other stats. Taylor Hendricks, a little bit more points, a little bit more rebounds, more blocks. He's averaging a block for us, which is pretty nice. Shooting it pretty decently from the field. Our other rookie, he played 1 game. He got those 5 points that you saw him get. And Keon Ellis, holy Christ, Keon Ellis has been awful. I mean, he's getting less minutes this year, but I guess he's really not as bad as he was last year. But yeah, Keon Ellis is not looking good, to say the least. But yeah, so those are the stats on the year. And with all that being said, we can get into this game. So I'll see you guys there. It is time. Sacramento Kings playing the Seattle Supersonics. Now, a couple things to go over as we get into this game. First of all, as you're going to see on the screen, Kingston Flemings over the last 5 games, 22 points per game, 70% true shooting. He's having a great season on its own. These last 5 games has been very special from him. Another thing, this is a cup game, so it's going to be important to win. But this team that we're playing is 1-15, so we should win regardless. They're obviously going to win the tip, though, and start off with a 3, which is not what we want to see. But it's okay. We got a long game ahead of us. But yeah, Sabonis cutting there, dunking it down off the feed from Kingston Flemings, our sophomore year player who has taken a pretty big jump. Cam Thomas starting off the game, hitting the mid-range shot there. Another thing I'm going to try and do in this commentary of the game is slow it down a bit, because I feel like nice shot there from Dante Garcia. That's the Seattle Supersonics rookie. They took, I think, number 4 and number 5. I can't remember exactly which pick they had. That's also a good feed from him there to Vucevic. But as I was saying before, I feel like in these commentaries, sometimes I can just speak really quickly, boom, 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 just non-stop, and I want to slow it down a bit, really get into some good conversation rather than just speaking and running out of my breath. Cam Thomas, great bucket there. He's got up 4 points pretty quickly. Kingston Flemings, at the shot clock, he hits it. That's a tough bucket from Kingston Flemings, but he makes it look easy. He's got 4 points. Emmanuel Quickly, I believe he was the first pick of the expansion draft for Seattle. And I think he's been pretty good for them. I think he's a good player. He's obviously got a massive contract that they have to take in, but he's a good player to start your franchise with, somebody who can score the ball pretty well. Speaking of scoring the ball pretty well, Cam Thomas hits the 3. Talked about him last episode. I really want him to be able to hit more 3s, and he's starting off this episode hitting one, which is pretty great. Jeremy Grant, though, on the other end, hitting one back at us. They're up by 3. About halfway through the first quarter. Not what we really want to see, but hey, again, it's a long game ahead of us. And Cam Thomas is having a hot start. He's got 9 points already in about 6 minutes. And now he's got 9 points as he hits the 3. Another 3. I was just talking about how I wanted him to hit some more 3s last episode, but this episode he's coming out hot from 3, which I love to see. Taylor Hendricks running the fast break. Gets the harm and the hoop. Good stuff from Taylor Hendricks there. Hopefully he can hit the free throw, convert the and one, and put us up by 4 points. He does. Good stuff from Taylor Hendricks. And I think that was a good pass from Keon Ellis there. Running our backup point guard. That's a nice pass from right now inside to Neat Clifford on the cut. Neat Clifford has kind of been struggling this year in this bench role. You know, maybe we expect too much out of him. Maybe we want him to be too creative off the bench, and it's not really allowing him to flourish in his role. So we'll keep tabs on that throughout the season. But that's Matt Abel, who was drafted by the Nets, but was not able to be protected in the expansion draft. And there he is again, hitting another three. He's a great shooter, and he's showing that off here. The Nets were not able to keep him in the expansion draft. It's a great feed from Clifford into Keon Ellis, who makes the tough layup. I feel like Neek, he has evolved as a playmaker in this bench role, which is really nice. Somebody else who's evolving as a playmaker is Cam Thomas with the great pass to the cutting Flemings. I love when Kingston Flemings is off the ball, he's moving, he's cutting. I love to see it because he is so athletic. He can speed past his defender and then just jump up and dunk it down because he's so athletic. Cam Thomas misses the three, but Sabonis puts it back in. Good hustle play there from Sabonis, tapping it back in. Cam Thomas running the pick and roll with Kingston Flemings. Is going to hit that mid-range shot. Good stuff from Kingston Flemings and Cam Thomas finding him on that shot. Cam Thomas, I feel like, has been a lot better of a playmaker this season as well. Great shot there from Jeremy Grant. But Cam Thomas, I feel like he's evolved a bit. He's getting a lot more assists. He's kind of able to see the cuts a bit better, which maybe he wasn't able to do in the past couple seasons. Sabonis hits him in the corner though. And he's going to hit the three. That's another three for Cam Thomas. He's got 17 points in the first half. In the first 16 minutes, really. I'm sure he's only played about 10 of those, so. Jeremy Grant hitting the three on the other end. He's also shooting blistering from three to start the game. Cam Thomas using the screen, fading. Hits the shot. It was pretty well contested from the side there, but he's just unstoppable. We're shooting 70% so far. He's got 19 points in 12 minutes. Cam Thomas using the screen again, pulling up. He hits it. He's got 21. He's got 21 points in this half. And he's hitting Kingston Flemings on the cut again, who gets Emmanuel quickly jumping on that pump fake, and then he just puts it in. Good cut by Flemings there. What is again? He's going to hit Cam Thomas, who hits another three. He's got 24, Cam Thomas. What an offensive just masterclass so far from him. He's passing it well. He's got 3 assists. He's shooting it well. Speaking of shooting it well, he misses the 3 there, but guess who's there for the putback? Domantas Sabonis. He's had a couple of those tonight already. Quickly with the fading 3, misses, but Jeremy Grant is going to sky for the rebound putback dunk. That was impressive from Jeremy Grant. He's really having a great game. But Cam Thomas is having a better one. 26 points in the first half. He is unstoppable. Jeremy Grant, hey, he's doing pretty good too. But I mean, Cam Thomas's offensive explosion is uncontested. Vucevic with the putback dunk there. Pretty nice. Jayshawn Oakley, he's had a bit of a quiet night tonight. Nice move. Great pump fake out of the rookie. That's rookie on rookie crime there, making Dante Garcia jump at the pump fake and then going up with the easy layup. Nate Clifford driving to the rim, putting up the close shot over Ty Jerome. Nice offense there by Neek. Now he's running the pick and roll with Reynal, who's using the rim as protection for his little layup against Vucevic there, which is nice. Dante Garcia. Nice pass out to Quickly, who's gonna splash that 3. Sonics are down by 7. Down by 5 now as Dante Garcia hits that little pull-up shot. And that's probably gonna be the end of the half. We're up 5. We could be up a lot more. But hey, it's been a pretty good half, especially for Cam Thomas. And Jeremy Grant, but mostly Cam Thomas. We'll see you guys in the second half. Getting into the second half here. Got Kingston Flemings hitting Peyton Watson in the corner, who's going to hit the three. Good shot there from Watson. He's been great defensively and great on the boards for us. Speaking of defensively, Keegan Flemings, nice steal. Driving into the rim, gets to the foul, and the basket. Kingston Flemings and one. He gets the steal, gets the foul, and gets the bucket and the free throw. What a play there from Kingston Flemings. He's got 15 points and 5 assists. Cam Thomas defending Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome gets him jumping and hits the easy cloak shot there. Keegan Murray with the ball, passing it to Cam Thomas. From three again, Cam Thomas. He's got 29, shooting the three so well. Speaking of the three, Keegan Murray hitting his first shot of the game. He's got 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's distributing it pretty well. I've talked all this season about how I want us to be good on the defensive end and have good ball movement. Those are the keys for this season, and I think we've been doing that this game. Kingston Flemings there, cutting again to the basket. Sabonis hits him. I love when Kingston is cutting. I also love when he's getting steals and running the fast break, dunking it down. Good stuff from Kingston Flemings. He's having a great game, a little bit overshadowed by Cam Thomas, but still, fantastic game he's having. Sabonis gives it to Cam Thomas, who's going to call for a screen, use the screen, pull up, hits the three again. Cam Thomas, 32 points in just 3 quarters. Kingston Flemings running the play for Cam Thomas. He's at the three-point line. Again, Cam Thomas from 3. Wow, he is raining it from 3. Cam Thomas again, spinning, pump faking, pump faking, pump faking, hitting the cutting Keegan Murray, who puts up the layup. He's got 5 points, and again, Cam Thomas not having too much tunnel vision there, and he's hitting the cutter. You love to see it. Emmanuel quickly hits that 3, though, to kind of stop our run. And Jeremy Grant hits that one. He has shot it fantastically. Jeremy Grant has this game. Cam Thomas close shot, misses it, but Keegan Murray's got the offensive rebound. He hits Ray Now, who's streaking to the three-point line. He's going to hit that 3. Good stuff from Ray Now. And good offensive rebound from Keegan Murray, who is going to get another steal there. Kingston Flemings throwing the lob. I couldn't tell what that was. He floated the lob from the 3-point line. And Keegan Murray just rose up and dunked it down. Great play from those two. Good cut from Oakley. Pump faking, pump faking. A little bit of a fader on the inside. He's going to hit it. Jayshawn Oakley. He's had a bit of a quiet game tonight. I mean, he's a rookie. He's not going to be fantastic every game. John Collins dunks it down. He was obviously a king for a couple years. But we could not protect him in the expansion draft, choosing to protect Keon Ellis instead, who hits that 3. Was that a good decision? I think so. I mean, Keon Ellis has been kind of rough, so maybe not. But he's having a good game right now, so I'm going to turn a blind eye to it. He's got 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. But Bennett starts back-to-back plays from him, hitting a 3 and hitting a 2-pointer. He's doing some pretty good work off their bench. Kingston Flemings running the pick and roll with the rookie, Jayshawn Oakley, who's pulling up and bouncing in that mid-range shot. He's got 8 points. Good stuff and good playmaking there from our sophomore point guard, who has been having a great stretch of games recently. John Collins again, though, hitting the close shot. And it starts driving to the rim. Blocked by Peyton Watson. Blocked again by Peyton Watson. Good defensive effort from Peyton Watson there. Good stuff. Emmanuel quickly dunking it down, though. We're up 22 at this point. We're having a fantastic game. I have no qualms with anything that's going on. Matt Abel driving to the paint, hitting the layup. Maybe not the best defense, but I'm not complaining. How can I complain when we got such a lead? John Collins dunking it down. He's had a pretty good game off the bench, too. Flemings using the Sabonis screen. Sabonis pump faking, going up, fouled. And he gets the bucket. Domantas Sabonis. He's having a quiet offensive game, kind of letting everybody else do their stuff. He's rebounding the ball fantastically, but he's got 9 points now. I feel like our best games is when we don't have to rely too much on Sabonis. Keegan Murray, nice shot from him. He's got 12 points. We're really trying to rely less on Keegan Murray this year. Cam Thomas going to the rim, 39 points for him, almost a 40 piece. But last year, I feel like we were super dependent on Keegan Murray's offensive game and him attacking the basket and doing a lot. This year, I kind of want to use him a little bit more off the ball. I want him to cut more. I want him to hit his open threes more because he was really struggling from three, at least in the played games with us. But he's been pretty good so far this season, so I'm pretty happy with that. But at this point, we got a lot of the backups in. Cam Thomas is in to get his 40 points. 41 points from Cam Thomas. Great game from him. But we got some of the sophomore and rookies in. Ryan Conwell getting the steal and the layup there. He was our second round pick from last year, who didn't get a lot of time last year. He's not getting a lot of time this year either, but he's a good offensive punch for a third string player. He's still pretty young, so it's good seeing him out there. We also got Julian Barnes in, who's a good defensive player. They got Jeremy Grant in still, who's scoring like it's nothing. He's got 28 points. Wow. But yeah, I think this has been a fantastic game from our guys. All across the floor. I have not much to say, to be honest. Good stuff by Keegan Murray. I don't even know why he's still out there, but it is the NBA Cup, so point differential matters a little bit. Minute starts. And one for him. I'm not too excited anymore. This game's over. It's been over for a while. But he will convert the N1, so good for him. But yeah, great game from our guys. Not much I can say besides that. We played great defensively. We moved the ball well. Cam Thomas had an offensive explosion. And yeah, I'm super excited with what I saw tonight. And I hope to keep seeing that in the coming games. So we can move on to the box score now. I think I actually forgot to go over the box score for the other team, so just forget about it. Cam Thomas, 41 points, 7 for 16 from 3. He did kind of force some threes at the end of the game to try and hit 50 or 40, but he shot it really well this game. Don't pay attention to that as much. He had 41 points, 4 assists, and a steal. Kingston Fleming's 19 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 steals. He played fantastically. Great cuts from him as well. Keegan Murray, 14 points, 4 assists, which is pretty good for him, 2 steals and a block. Domantas Sabonis didn't miss a shot. He just really wasn't asked to do a lot tonight. So I think he still had a great game despite not having that many points. He had 9 points, 15 rebounds. Jayshawn Oakley, kind of a quiet night. Right now, played pretty good in his minutes off the bench. Keon Ellis, I think, did really good tonight. And yeah, our younger guys did a lot of good stuff. Julian Barnes even got a little block. But yeah, great game from our guys. I'm super excited with this performance. And we're going to move on to progression now. So we'll get into that right now. All right. Hello, everyone. And we're on to the progression part of the video. Now, looking at this game, we obviously had a point explosion from Cam Thomas. That was a fantastic game. I'm sure I've talked about it. But I haven't recorded the, audio that I recorded over the video yet, so I don't know what I'm going to say about it, but I know it was crazy. He had 41 points, so he got a lot of points. Kingston Fleming's got, Cam Thomas got 6 points, but I had 2 stockpiled, so he has 8 in total. Kingston Fleming's gained 2 from that game, so Sabonis gained 1, Keegan Murray gained 1, and right now gained 1 as well. And I used those. I used 6 points out of the 8 that Cam Thomas has, to upgrade his 3-pointer twice, and then I'm going to keep stockpiling the other 2. So he's still got 2 points that I haven't spent yet. Kingston Fleming's, I upgraded his, what was it? I think it was his, hold on, I can look. Let me just look at these stats real quick. I used 2 points to upgrade his perimeter defense by 1. For Sabonis, I upgraded his interior defense again by 1, trying to get that as high up there as we can. It's still abysmal. I upgraded Keegan Murray's interior defense by 1. I know it says it's at 71, but its actual stat is 69. So because it's 69, I can spend 1 point to get it to 70, and then it's boosted to 71. So that's why that upgrade only cost 1 point. And then right now also had an upgrade, which I put into his block. So he has a 66 block. So that's all the progression. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, this is going to be the end. We went through the progression. We went through the games today. I think we had a pretty decent episode. We won a lot of games here at the end of the month, or I guess the beginning, or the end of the episode, the end, kind of the middle of November in 2K. But I think it was a pretty good episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I sure did, especially beating up on the Sonics. They are 1-16, but I had fun. I hope you guys had fun watching. Like the video, if you liked the video, of course, and subscribe to keep up with the series. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.